Hello everybody and welcome to the NX A to Z webinar on logging IRs via the GTAC website. Okay, so if you are using NX and you come across something that you know seems like a problem to you, probably the easiest way to get someone at Siemens to look at it is just to log it as an IR via the GTAC website. Now, you can always call GTAC, of course. It's 1-800-955-0000. You can get someone on the phone, and you can talk to them about what's going on. But a lot of times, the phone call just leads to them creating an IR and you either emailing them or uploading a zip file with your NX file that's causing problems. So you can skip the phone call part of it because that can take a little bit of time while they try and reproduce the problem over the phone. So if it's a CAM problem, they'll set up a file and they'll create an operation in the CAM file, and they'll try and recreate on their computer what's going on with your file, and that can take a little bit of time. So anyway, a lot of times the easiest thing to do is just log the IR via the website, upload the file, and then wait to hear back from them. That gives them a chance to look at the file, figure out what's going on, maybe even talk to someone in development, and all the while you can just get back to work. Okay, so the website is support.ugs.com. We'll redirect you to a Siemens version. And we're not going to go through the beta. We're going to use the old system for the time being. I'm sure the beta site or the new site will be very similar in how it's used. So you just click on Report an Issue, log in with your web key. If you don't have a web key, then you can look at the very first NX A to Z article on installing NX. That goes through how to create a web key. So then you just log in, select your sold to ID if you have more than one registered, and then all you got to do is fill out the information here. So your name, phone, and as soon as you put your name in here, it's going to fill out most of this stuff for you. Product, solid edge, NX, whatever. The type, if you're doing an X, there's CAD, CAM, documentation, version, all that stuff. Short description, you can add another person on the email address or on the email correspondence if you want. And then you just type in what's going on. And then once you hit submit, you'll be given an opportunity to upload a file. So you hit submit, the screen refreshes, and it just gives you a browse button where you can browse to a folder on your computer and select a file to upload with this IR. Now, the key to that is you need to make sure that the zip file that you upload has the same name as the IR. So once you submit this, it's going to give you a number for the IR. It's going to say IR number whatever 1234567 has been created. Do you want to upload a file? You click yes or whatever, and then you browse to a zip file. So if you've got an NX file that you're using, then you would just, and you can, if you have an assembly too, and if the assembly files are pertinent, then you need to upload all of them. So you just right click, send the zip file, and you need to make sure that this zip file has, the name of the zip file is the IR number. Okay? So then you upload that on the next screen, and that's it. You're done. You'll get an email right away that is essentially just confirming receipt of the IR. The IR has been opened or whatever, and then you'll hear from Siemens usually within an hour or two, depending on whether or not they, depending on how many people have to see it or whatever. So, but typically, you'll hear from them within a couple hours, and they'll let you know, hey, I reproduced the problem, I saw what you're talking about, I've got development working on it, whatever. Or they'll have more questions, or they'll have a solution, or whatever. So that is how you submit IRs via the GTAC website. All right, I'll see you next time.